Starbucks, one of the most recognizable brands in the world, has built an empire with over 35,000 stores spread across 80 countries. As coffee remains one of the most beloved beverages globally with an astonishing 400 billion cups consumed annually, Starbucks has successfully tapped into this massive market. Remarkably, 80% of coffee shop goers visit a coffee shop at least once a year, and many of them choose Starbucks as their go-to destination. The company's rapid global expansion is a testament to its ability to resonate with coffee lovers everywhere. However, recent challenges have put pressure on the coffee giant, as it has struggled to meet sales and earnings expectations, with its stock tumbling 16% after disappointing second quarter results in 2024. This begs the question, how did Starbucks achieve such phenomenal success, and where did it begin to falter? Join us as we explore the rise of Starbucks as the world's coffee shop and uncover what it lost along the way. Starbucks began its journey in 1971 in Seattle, Washington, and quickly established itself as a leader in the US coffee market. The turning point came in 1987 when Howard Schultz purchased the company and embarked on an ambitious expansion program, growing Starbucks from just 17 stores to over 4,000 by the year 2000. Before Starbucks, coffee was simple, low-cost beverage typically consumed at home or in diners. Schultz revolutionized this by transforming coffee into an artisanal, experience-driven product, enjoyed in a social café setting. He democratized access to high-quality coffee across the US, drawing inspiration from European cafes, and aiming to replicate that rich, shared experience. Starbucks not only elevated the coffee shop experience in the 1990s, but also turned it into a mainstream pastime and leisure activity, introducing new drinks and flavors that captivated the public's imagination. Through Schultz's vision, Starbucks became more than just a place to grab a cup of coffee, it became a cultural and lifestyle phenomenon. Starbucks has fostered a deep connection with its core and loyal customers, to the point where their daily coffee run has become almost addictive. These customers are so accustomed to getting their coffee from Starbucks that they rather order from Starbucks from delivery apps than make cheaper coffee when working from home. This loyalty is driven by Starbucks' unique offerings, which go far beyond traditional hot coffee. The company has pioneered specialty drinks, with the Frappuccino being one of its most iconic creations, contributing to a new culture of indulgent, customized beverages. Additionally, Starbucks Rewards has become increasingly vital for the company's earnings and growth, further solidifying the brand's hold on its customer base. At the heart of Starbucks' appeal is its third-place philosophy, a concept championed by Howard Schultz. This idea revolves around creating a space between work and home, where customers can relax, hang out, read or work. Starbucks originally crafted a unique experience by offering comfortable chairs, access to the internet, and a welcoming environment that made people want to linger. This third place has become a cornerstone of the Starbucks business model, turning each store into more than just a coffee shop, but a destination for comfort, connection, and community. Starbucks has also been innovative in how it tackles new challenges. In the early 2000s, Starbucks faced significant pressure from the rise of pod machines that allowed consumers to make espressos and lattes at home with ease. Recognizing the potential threat, Starbucks started to develop a strategy for the consumer packaged goods or CPG market as a new avenue for growth. The company innovated by entering the CPG market, launching drinks that could be purchased in convenience stores and forging a partnership with Nestlé to distribute Starbucks branded Nespresso pods, among other creative ventures. Today, Starbucks CPG portfolio includes a wide variety of products, from refreshers and energy drinks to frappuccinos, with some of them becoming staples in the market. This venture into CPGs marked a significant departure from Starbucks' traditional coffee shop model. Howard Schultz had long resisted partnerships that limited Starbucks' decision power, as can be seen in Starbucks being one of the few quick-service restaurants that prefers to own rather than franchise stores, believing that direct ownership allowed for better management of the store experience and culture. However, in the CPG space, partnerships with third parties like PepsiCo and Nestlé were crucial to success. These collaborations enabled Starbucks to leverage the established distribution networks, channels, and logistics of these industry giants, reaching millions of customers in a highly efficient manner that Starbucks could not achieve on its own. This strategy proved to be mutually beneficial. Companies like PepsiCo expanded their product offerings, while Starbucks increased its brand awareness and tapped into new markets, boosting revenues even if the margins of CPGs were lower than those from its core coffee shops. The Starbucks reward system was also critical and became so successful that some business analysts now liken the coffee giant to a bank more than a traditional retail operation. This transformation began in 2001 when Starbucks introduced its rewards card, a program that allows customers to preload money onto the card and pay seamlessly via the Starbucks app. As customers add funds to their cards, they earn stars, which can be redeemed for free drinks and meals once certain milestones are reached. From the customer's perspective, this seems like a great deal, getting free items just for using the app. However, the reality is that loyal customers often end up funding Starbucks operations, as the cash loaded onto these cards may not be used for months, or in some cases, never at all. This setup is highly profitable for Starbucks, essentially providing the company with interest-free loans that can be used to invest in expansion, fund operations, or distribute to shareholders. By the end of 2023, the amount held in Starbucks cards has reached a staggering $1.6 billion. While this approach has become more common in the industry, Starbucks was one of the pioneers and remains the most successful rewards app in the quick service restaurant industry. The Starbucks app has also become a cornerstone of the system, allowing users to pre-order and skip lines, contributing to around 25% of all current transactions. This highlights the program's success and the significant role it plays in driving customer loyalty and the company's financial strategy. Starbucks was also a pioneer in corporate social responsibility, setting a high standard for employee welfare and ethical practices in the industry. It was one of the first companies to offer its employees stock options, health insurance, and educational opportunities, treating them as partners rather than just workers. This approach not only fostered loyalty among employees, but also resonated strongly with young socially conscious consumers who viewed Starbucks as a progressive brand. Beyond its internal policies, Starbucks became a leader in ethical sourcing, particularly with its commitment to fair trade coffee. The company popularized the fair trade label, which ensures that coffee beans are sourced ethically and sustainable, with third-party verification guaranteeing minimum prices, fair working conditions, and environmentally friendly practices. In the 2000s, Starbucks was a driving force in pushing the broader coffee industry to comply with these high standards, earning a reputation as a poster child for corporate social responsibility. However, in recent years, Starbucks has faced criticism for replacing its independent fair trade certification with its own CAFE practices program. While Starbucks claims that 99% of its coffee is sourced ethically under this program, the fact that the verification is done internally rather than by an independent third party has raised concerns about transparency and accountability. Despite this criticism, Starbucks continues to be seen as a leader in corporate responsibility, though the shift away from third-party verification has sparked debate about the company's commitment to maintaining its high ethical standards. While Starbucks has weathered storms before, such as the financial crisis that led to the return of Howard Schultz after an 8-year hiatus, these new issues are proving particularly daunting. Schultz has always been distinctive among CEOs for his willingness to admit mistakes and acknowledge when the company has strayed from its intended path, as he did notably in a 2007 speech and more recently in a LinkedIn post prior to the appointment of new CEO Brian Niccol. For years, Starbucks managed to exceed expectations by delivering a unique experience and providing value to its customers. The company was also lauded for its progressive values and commitment to doing the right thing, earning a loyal following. However, after peaking in late 2021, Starbucks stock has been on a downward trajectory, plagued by shrinking profit margins, labor issues, and weakening demand in key markets like China. Today, Starbucks finds itself grappling with labor pressures on an unprecedented scale, just as consumers are beginning to question the value proposition. Prices have soared, and the once vaunted Starbucks experience has deteriorated. An overemphasis on maintaining margins has led to a decline in product quality and store ambience, leaving many to wonder if the company can recapture the magic that once made it a global powerhouse. Starbucks is currently grappling with the pressure of maintaining its brand identity. The coffee giant, which was once seen as a small luxury and a cool place to hang out, is now offering value options that place it in direct competition with fast food chains, effectively cutting into margins. This shift has led to the dilution of Starbucks' value proposition and disrupted the business model that had proven successful for over a decade. In recent years, the company has increasingly commoditized itself, moving away from its original focus on providing exceptional in-person experiences. The erosion of Starbucks' third place concept has been particularly evident. The welcome atmosphere that once defined Starbucks has been compromised, with comfortable chairs being replaced by hard wooden ones, and in some cases seating has been removed altogether to prioritize speed and transactions. Additionally, the rich aroma of freshly roasted coffee, a hallmark of the Starbucks experience, has been replaced by ready-to-use sealed packages, further detracting from the in-store experience. In June 2024, Starbucks introduced value meals, a move that many see as a departure from its premium brand positioning. The loyalty program, once a tool for enhancing customer experience, has shifted its focus to price of purchases, promoting a more transactional relationship with customers. The introduction of drive-thrus, while boosting sales, has compromised the in-store experience, dividing barista attention and reducing service quality. Moreover, the rise of mobile ordering has led to longer wait times and a less enjoyable experience for those who choose to visit the store, as they now found themselves competing with drive-thru and mobile orders. All these changes signal a troubling shift in Starbucks' identity, as it increasingly strays from the qualities that once made it a global powerhouse in the coffee industry. Another significant challenge Starbucks is grappling with is the rising labor costs, which have been exacerbated by growing union activity among its employees. Recently, Starbucks workers organized a strike on Red Cup Day, one of the company's most important promotional events of the year, resulting in the largest labor action since the Starbucks union was established. Dubbed the Red Cup Rebellion, the strike affected 150 locations across the country, highlighting the growing unrest within its workforce. Among the demands of the striking employees are protections against no-notice terminations and an increase in base pay from $50 to $20 an hour. The financial implications of these labor disputes are considerable. Starbucks' cost structure reveals that ingredients account for about 30% of expenses, while labor and rent make up another 20%, on top of around 10% on overhead, marketing, and other expenses. This leaves a pre-tax margin of roughly 20%, meaning that any increase in wages could significantly impact the company's margins. The threat of labor unions is particularly concerning for Starbucks, given that it owns and operates most of its stores, unlike competitors like Jack in the Box, where a large portion of the units are franchised. Moreover, Starbucks has been particularly hard hit by a recent hike in the minimum wage in California. The AB 1228 law raised the minimum wage in the state to $20 an hour as of April, affecting Starbucks more acutely than other fast food chains like Chipotle due to its large presence in California. With around 3,000 units of its 16,000 units in the US located in California, about 20% of its footprint, Starbucks is feeling the financial strain more than most. The company's reliance on company-operated stores amplifies the impact of these wage increases, posing a significant challenge to its profitability. The challenging macroeconomic environment and rising prices have contributed to a noticeable pullback in demand for Starbucks. Over the past year, Starbucks implemented price hikes ranging from 50 cents to $1, amounting to a roughly 15% increase, largely to maintain margins amid rising labor costs. However, these price increases have had a dampening effect on sales, leading to a 3% contraction in the second quarter of 2024. This trend isn't unique to Starbucks. Even industry giants like McDonald's are experiencing similar demand pressures and are exploring new options to attract more value-oriented customers. Starbucks has also recently encountered significant challenges in China, despite its rapid expansion to over 6,000 stores with plans to reach 9,000 in the medium-term future. While the company initially adapted to local tastes by offering tea alongside coffee, it now faces stiff competition from Luckin Coffee, a fast-growing rival that has outpaced Starbucks in sales by offering budget-friendly prices and unique promotions. Starbucks' efforts to target China's rising middle class and young westernized consumers have been hampered by Luckin aggressive marketing and popularity as an affordable alternative. While Starbucks is currently grappling with challenges on multiple fronts, the company has been in similar situations before and has managed to emerge even stronger. The recent appointment of Brian Niccol, a seasoned leader in the restaurant industry, as the new CEO has sparked optimism, with Starbucks stock surging 20% following the announcement. Niccol's successful track record at Chipotle and Taco Bell positions him as a promising leader to navigate Starbucks through its current difficulties. However, with tough challenges ahead, the question remains, can nickel guide Starbucks to new heights once again? Only time will tell.